Hey guys, welcome to PCube, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today we have the opposite side of Painted Black by Rolling Stones. Once we posted that video and you really loved it and you felt like that's your song, a lot of people in the comments suggested for us to listen to this one, which is apparently me because I said I don't like black that much. So this is called She's a Rainbow.
That song definitely was describing my character, so I'm excited to see that what people suggested that it's good for you to hear, and it's maybe you. So now maybe we can see which one is better, the black one or the rainbow one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually very excited. So here we go. This is the official lyric video. Let's just wait here. I love that piano introduction. I don't know if they
Yeah,
put
that's crazy.
it reminds me
That's
of
exactly that suits you. Even this picture that you paused, it's like I think we have this exact same pictures from you in your childhood that were playing piano like that,
yeah.
and the sound that it was, the intro, and also this melody that it came again with the piano. It remind me of like the technical exercises that you were doing like as a child with the piano, and I was like, oh my god, that's such an interesting accident.
I was gonna say that I don't know if they added the visuals later on. I have a feeling these lyric videos are just later because of your comments, because they're like, oh, there's first of all sometimes mistakes in them. I also they were not like a thing when the song was initially released. But also they're so beautiful, but at the same time I don't want to get distracted too much. So I want to like also focus on the song, but they're so cute. I love them. I loved all the lyric videos that we watched from Rolling Stones so far. So here we go. Like maybe from that piano intro. Okay, we gotta wait here because that was the most beautiful piano and strings that in like a non-classical. Actually, that's not true. There's so many, but that was so beautiful. I love that how the piano had kind of like a late Baroque, early classical vibe. It kind of reminded me of
Yeah,
early Mozart, maybe,
yeah,
and then also the strings, like with all the like grace notes that they had. It really reminded me of like that elegant, like maybe Baroque or classical era music that it had. And so that was very interesting, and it was kind of like counterpointic between the strings and piano.
Mm.
So they each had their independent melody. So that was very cool, and I love that how it just switches kind of character between, like, it just, the piano is so pure and innocent, but then it shifts to, like, when they sing, it just, I don't know, you just get thrown in like a different world. But at the same time, like, his delivery and his like singing in this song is also different, but we can talk about that later. But it's just like, I love that, like, little shifts that are, like, happen frequently.
Yeah, exactly. You read my mind about the Baroque classical era vibe. But what I wanted to say was that it's funny because the first, I don't know if it happened also the first time and I just didn't listen to it, or the first time was just the piano. I like that how every time that the piano comes, the piano is kind of the same, and has and it's playing the same themes and melodies, but then underneath, every time something different happens. For example, the last time, like the second time that the piano came, it was like with the very beautiful strings before
Yeah.
that last time,
Yeah.
like with more like, I don't know, like a quartet, string quartet kind of sound, a little more romantic or late classical vibe. And I was thinking that, oh, I miss it the first time, that it was also underneath, like it was this
No, I think it just
beautiful
came the
strings
second time.
was
Yeah.
happening. And then the next time that it came, it was this, I don't know, was it flute, or I don't know, it was some like very completely different character. And then this kind of baroque classical, like strings came with the ornaments of that era. And like exactly this contrapuntic feeling. And I was thinking that how it suits the name of the song, because it's the rainbow, and the rainbow is like 7 different colors, and it's the same concept. They are all the rainbow, but it's different. Each color has its different character and different kind of vibe. And the piano comes every time, and with the same concept and the same theme, but every time with a different character that's coming from the sounds and the instruments underneath.
Have you seen her dressed in blue? See the sky in front of you, and her face is like a sail, spinning white, so fair and pale. Have you seen a lady fair? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow, coming colors in the air. Everywhere she comes in colors. Have you seen her all in gold, like the queen in days of old? She shoots colors all around, like the sunset going down. Have you seen the lady fair? She comes in colors everywhere. She combs her hair. She's like a rainbow, coming colors in the air. Oh, everywhere she comes in she's like a rainbow, coming colors in the air. Oh, everywhere she comes in colors.
Oh my god, I think they purposely were like, let's bring every era of classical music in this song, because the last time that the piano came was like more like what you hear in contemporary music, that is just so many uh, I don't know, the sounds that makes an environment and
Yeah.
not a melody, and the extended techniques that you hear from the strings or other instruments, and especially the last couple seconds, it was exactly like really contemporary
Yeah.
music. So it's really funny because I was saying that the first one was like a string quartet that could be in the romantic era, and then the baroque classical came, and now the contemporary is interesting.
Yeah. Actually, that's
So
true.
crazy,
Yeah,
they are so creative.
I loved it so much. It's like it had, I feel like, the perfect balance of like being dreamy, kind of like very like in an other world, but at the same time a little bit of, I don't know, maybe because of the visuals that were like showing like all the women's in different colors, and like because of the lyrics were so I don't know how to say it. Like it had the perfect blend of being like picture, like imaginary and dreamlike, but also not. Like, you know what I don't know how to find better words for it, because the lyrics were talking, first of all, so beautiful. I love the lyric because he's describing this woman not as like a real person, but just in general, like maybe I guess in general, like the vision of woman. So it's not real. It's like, but at the same time, he is just amazed by like her presence. So that's why it felt like it's real, because obviously like it's talking about that, but then at the same time, like the woman not being real and being just like a vision, and also with all those little like the arrangements, that's like, oh, sometimes you feel like you're, as you said, in this era or like in this mood, but then it just like gets changed right after. It just, I was like, oh, okay, but what is it, like it just like so many different things, so it just leaves you to question, or and not a question, but like leaves you in a, like a weird mood.
Yeah, exactly, you said a good point, because the pictures that were in the video, I don't know if they made the video themselves or it was like later and it made by, I don't, some other people, but it really matches also the lyrics, because it was showing the very famous painting of women in different eras, exactly in different art history eras, like and the thing with the woman's painting in different era is that it really shows how the society was looking at the women. Like an era that they were looking to women like this goddess or
Yeah.
holy thing that is the, I don't know, the symbol of being just beautiful and nothing else. And you could see the paintings that were related to that, or like then the women that are like a little more like earthy and yeah, but still in I don't know if they came from like wealthy families or something. And also women from other countries, I saw some like Indian style
Yeah.
paintings, so it was all different kind of the how they the view of the women and how they saw, and how different women can be, this different symbols women can be in different eras. The video really matched the lyrics and also the music, because the music was also like you're hearing different eras of
Yeah.
times and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as we talked about, I'm now thinking if the rainbow means that exactly this, how they looked at women and how they were in the society in different kind of eras and in different eras of the history. So it's interesting.
Yeah, definitely. So I was very interested to actually look at the music because I wanted to see how it's written. Obviously, I mean, I had some idea, but it's very interesting how, like, the piano is just the same, obviously, as we talked about, and it's on. Oh, so beautiful and just so simple. And it goes like that. But the part that was very interesting to me was that interlude, and it's just like so beautiful. Like this like Alberti bass, really like what gives it, I feel like a Mozart feeling, or like any classical music. But at the same time, this part, like, again, reminds me of like Baroque a little bit. I don't want to play like the whole thing, but it's so beautiful. And then the way that it goes back to the verses, and it says here it's a bassoon, but I think it's just like an arrangement here. But just like, I don't know, like so beautiful melody and so simple. And then if you look at the harmony, like it's just like F7 for a long time. So just like maneuvers here, and then we go a little bit to B and E, like here it's a B and B flat, and then B flat and E flat. It's just like three harmonies that is just maneuvering. And even when the verses actually start, not very complicated harmony, but actually the simplicity of the harmony, I feel like it was not that obvious. I mean, yeah, if you really like thought about it, yes, but I feel like because there's so many layers going on, and then every time that the verse would come back, there was such a surprise to us, and all these like different arrangements and different instruments. I feel like the simplicity of the harmony was very, very not obvious, and actually was so, it gave it such a like a pure and innocence. But at the same time, you had like all these like layers and all these moves in the piano and the strings and all the other instruments that gave it such a fresh start every time the verse would come back. So that was, I love this song. I love this song so much. Probably one of my favorite Rolling Stones so far.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't necessarily even need that complex harmony, because it was more, as you said earlier, it was more like contrapuntic, and it was like this is the layer of the piano, and then the other layers and other instruments were not like completing this, and like in this horizontal way. They weren't like completing the piano, they were just there to add another layer, and that's why you didn't need that complex harmony to just make it like sound like they put effort in it or something. And what I wanted to say, that also as you played the piano, it reminded me that I wanted to say was that how they use the same exact like instruments that they could use in another song and get completely different vibe from it, but they use the same exact instruments, but the way that they use them, because of the register that they use, for example, the piano, it was more in the higher place, or like the way that they used, or the way that they played everything was everything was so bright and so shiny, and like really like a daylight, and where you can really see the rainbow, and everything was so happy and bright, and like exactly like this rainbow kind of feeling. And that was also a thing, that the color that they used was, for example, so much different than the colors that they use in the painted black thing. That was, everything was more like not black, completely black, but like a little darker, or I don't know, like black and white kind of thing, and with less colors, and it was like really in my mind, when I think about how the other song was sounding, the colors that can come into my brain is white and black and like gray and stuff, and this was like really colorful.
Yeah.
And I have to say, as you can guess, that was my my favorite.
And
You know,
as
I
you
like
can
the
guess,
other
I like
song
this one
better.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I love that song too. Like, there's nothing that I don't appreciate or like about that song. I just feel like, just as the comments say, I feel like the character of us, just like you get inclined toward like one song or the other because you can relate more to it. But obviously, I can listen to the other song like so many times as well, and just enjoy it every time. It's just like the relatability of the song. But that was, yeah, I knew that you probably would still like that and prefer that song.
Yeah, as I was, as I was listening to this song, I was like, I wish I had a black paint a bucket, and I could just take it and just color this song black. It's too colorful for me.
I knew that. Yeah, but anyway, that was actually so fun to listen to these two songs, not back to back, but actually the other song came only a few weeks ago, so we can link that. And we also, I think at this point they did 4 Rolling Stone video. So if there is not a playlist, I'm gonna go ahead and make one. I think I already did, but I'm gonna double check that. So if you guys want to, you can go and check out all of the Rolling Stone songs that we listen to. But anyway, thank you to you all for suggesting this song. That was such a fun thing to do, and kind of like see the differences between those two songs. It was like a different side of the Rolling Stones that we heard. And we would love to explore them more. So if you have other suggestions, please let us know. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and drop your comments below if you want to support us more. There is a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.